Meanwhile, the federal government of Nigeria, through the Ministry of Finance Incorporated, has formally launched the inaugural Mofi Excellence Awards, a pioneering national initiative designed to institutionalize strong corporate governance, accountability, and operational excellence across its vast portfolio of state-owned enterprises and government-linked entities. Habida Lawal reports.
As Nigeria grapples with persistent fiscal constraints and growing public demand for better services, policymakers and sector experts are calling for a renewed push to institutionalize governance and operational excellence across the country's public enterprises. This is why the Ministry of Finance Incorporated Mofi has formally announced a sweeping drive to strengthen governance and operational standards across Nigeria's public assets. Speaking at the launch event, the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, emphasized that the awards are a strategic tool, not merely a ceremony.
Corporate best practice around the world is evident, and I think that's what they will follow. They will look at examples not just from Nigeria, but around the world, and they will determine criteria which anybody would be able to identify with as the correct indices by which to judge a company's performance in terms of corporate governance and best practice worldwide.
Armstrong Takang, the managing director of Mofi, described the awards as a groundbreaking development in Nigeria's approach to public asset management.
And that is why our view is that instead of it being driven by personalities, we need to create structures, governance structures. We need to create systems. We need to create a culture that almost guarantees certain outcomes, regardless of who is the president, regardless of who is the minister, regardless of who is the CEO, regardless of who are the board members. If we create those structures, that culture, the framework, and the systems, then we're almost guaranteed of certain successful outcomes.
Central to the credibility of the initiative is the newly inaugurated independent judging panel chaired by the veteran accountant and governance expert J.K. Randall. The panel comprises institutional leaders and experts drawn from renowned bodies dedicated to advancing good governance, including the Financial Reporting Council, the Society for Corporate Governance Nigeria, the Chartered Institute of Directors, the Nigerian Exchange Group, and the Chartered Risk Management Institute. Habida Lawal, TVC News, Abuja.